This guy comes up to me, right? Okay. It's time for medical stories with Classy. All right. So you want to know a medical story?
Yeah! Yay! Story time!
There was this guy when we were back in the finalizer, right? Well, when we were on the finalizer, this guy came up to me, right? He said, hey, Admiral, I need your help since you're one of the only medics on duty. I said, all right, what do you need? He said, well, my testicles are gone. And I said, what? Your testicles? He said, yeah. So I said, all right, well, lay down on the table. Then I gave him some anesthetizing gas. He fell asleep, okay? So next thing I know, when he falls asleep, he just ends up being like, okay. So I take off his armor, below his crotch, of course, because it's nothing that I haven't seen. And tell you, this thing was like the size of a Tic Tac. Okay, it was so small. I mean, my gun was bigger than that. Jesus. As I was saying, so like the pips on my collar were bigger than that. No. Back to what I was saying. Sure. All right. So I go in. I do the procedure. I replace his testicles, right? So then we end up making the joke about giving him Jawa testicles. Okay, Jawa testicles. They're way smaller than Tic Tacs. Okay, they can produce sperm at like a count of like 0.1 a minute. Okay, yeah, you remember this, Kate? You were a medic at the time, and I replaced his testicles. We made the joke that he had Jello balls. He got up, he screamed, and then I said, "Look, you don't have Jello balls. Okay, you got black balls. All right, we had to take the balls off of a black guy. His name was Phil. He wasn't the escaping one, but yeah." So like. The Rhodian man came up to me and said, all right, I lost my testicles, my leg, my arm, my hand, my fingers, my eye, and the back of my head is scraped. So I looked at him, I said, bruh, you is fucked. So he looked back at me and he said, Doc, can't you just fix me? I spent 13 hours operating on this guy just for him to tell me my testicles aren't the same size. He was so lucky. He was so lucky. This is both in and out of character.
I hope you realize that people can live without testicles, right? And in surgery, if you lose it, you don't get a new pair.
Wait, I walked into the conversation.
Star Wars defies all logic.
Hear testicle. That's the first thing I hear. Testicle.
No.
Well, I guess you know what we're talking about then.
So the first thing that he said to me was when he woke up was, Doctor, my testicles aren't the right size. And I said, your testicles aren't the right size. Okay. I could have given you Jawa testicles. Okay. But you better be happy that I didn't. Okay. There was this one guy. I had to operate on a bantha one time. Yeah. I had to operate on a bantha. Okay, it was a pregnant one. No, I'm not an actual doctor. I just know a lot about medicine. So, I had to operate on a bantha one time, okay? Are you ready for this, Captain Fossil? All right. So I go up and I operate on this bantha, okay? I look for what's wrong, so I have to actually crawl inside of its stomach to operate on it, okay? So I went inside the bantha's stomach, and then I accidentally stepped on its spleen. Well, I had to remove the spleen, put in a new spleen. Oh boy, that spleen was heavy. So then that insipid bantha stands up and charges. He charges. Okay. So when I finish operating and repairing the hole in his stomach, okay, from being shot by a Tuscan, the Bantha decided that he wanted to charge me. Well, this guy nearly stepped on me, okay? And I did not realize that the thing was pregnant, okay? So then I looked back at its stomach after I knocked it out again with a tranquilizer shotgun. Okay, I had to shoot a shotgun worth of tranquilizer darts at this thing. Okay, I shot the tranquilizer darts, and I mean, this thing, it just plopped right over, okay? I looked in, I got the babies out, okay? They were a little bit premature, you know, maybe a week or two premature. Oh, boy. Next thing I know, the Bantha mother comes over, looks at me when she wakes up, and tries to eat me whole. So then, do you know what I do? I take my little anesthetizing gas spray, and I hit her with the thing and stab it in her neck, okay? Then I inject her with the gas so she falls back asleep. So this experience as a real doctor on Coruscant, okay, this is the scariest thing. So it was me and Chancellor Palpatine alone in a room. Right? He came in, his skin was burnt all the way down, you know. He had third-degree burns. I had to replace all of his skin, basically, on the upper half of his body.
Oh.
So I go and ask him, excuse me, what happened, Chancellor? And he said, I fell. I said, no, you did not fall. I said, these look like lightning burns. He said,
Oh.
So he goes, what? And I go, well, look, I know that they are, okay, I know that they're, hold on. I was like, I know that they're lightning burns. And he said, well, how do you know that? I said, okay, well, let's see. I used to be a Sith, 2,000 years ago. He said, oh, right, yeah, your Ferric's brother. He was chill, okay. And then, I decided to keep my mouth shut because he was a little bit more powerful than me, but kind of the same level as me. So, next I'm going to tell you the story about Emperor Ember of the Old Republic, very Old Republic. So, this guy comes out, and I replace all of his skin. After that, do you know what he says to me, the Chancellor? Do you know what the first thing he says to me is? He says, mention a word of this to anyone, and I will kill you. I said, Chancellor, I could snap your neck just by thinking about it.
Oh my gosh.
I said, Chancellor, I can snap your neck just by thinking about it. He said, good point. At that point, we became friends, and that's why I wasn't killed during Order 66. The end. Now, back on Emperor Ember. Emperor Ember. Cade Green was actually related to Emperor Ember. It's his great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. Okay. Emperor Ember and I were somewhat friends, okay. During the time of the Old Republic, we had a few good laughs, a few bad laughs, some good fights. I was also the Grand Master of the Republic at one point. And, Emperor Ember and I, like I said, we had a good-ish relationship. One day he came up to the Jedi Temple, and one of my Padawans started attacking him. So he looked at me and he said, "You better take control of your Padawans." I said, "Okay, listen, Mr. Temperament. Okay, I am not going to control these guys when they accidentally attack you. I did not mean for them to do that. I will talk to them afterward." And this guy was a hothead, all right. He had a saber that was like redder than his face every time he got angry. Okay. The only thing that was redder than his face was his saber. Anything else, it looked like a tomato, okay? So, last but not least, he comes up to me in Jedi Temple. We exchange a few words, and Well, then we start getting into a fight. Long story short, Emperor Ember died by my hand.
Oh.
But, you know, one of the most powerful Sith ever, and he died by my hand. How depressing.
Doesn't that make you the most powerful Sith ever then?
No, they considered Palpatine to be the most powerful Sith ever, but then when he died, I mean, you know, everyone says, but Palpatine's the most powerful Sith ever. And I'm just like, really? You're going to go there? I went through time. Okay, so let's not go there. So,